the level of difficulty or the risk that is needed to achieve your goals, the more important your mental toughness becomes. Because you have to be able to stay focused in difficult times. You have to have the confidence that you can get through these difficult times. You see it with special operators in the military. You see it in the police department. We had an incident here in front of the studio the other day in pouring rain. Police officer, something happened, and he chased down the alleged perpetrator, and he got him right here in front of the studio on the median, and it was pouring rain. And now this person was huge. He was like 6'5", 230, and the cop was maybe 5'9", 5'10", maybe soaking wet like he was with his vest on and all his gear, maybe 180 pounds. But that police officer stayed focused. He stayed motivated. He stayed composed. He was confident that he could get this individual, and he did. He cuffed him. I went outside when they were wrestling. They were going at it, and I yelled to him. I said, "Do you need help, officer?" He says, "No, I got this blankety blank blank," and boom, on went the handcuffs. Mental toughness, man. That's what it is. Mental toughness is that inner spark, that thing that is way down inside you. That inner strength that comes from deep, deep inside, which fires up when the conscious mind and the rational parts of your mind or your brain decide, okay, I've had enough, and that's it. I'm over, and they give up. It's telling you, it's time to give in. It's time to give up. We've had enough. We can't go anymore. It's like from Star Trek, I'm giving it all she got, Captain. You know, with the power thing, and something inside you clicks, and it's a different game. See, once your brain has resigned itself to give in or give up, the only will to go on is going to be powered by the power you realize and generate through your mental toughness. I know that sounds a little far-fetched, a little maybe new age, but it's true. I've been there. I've done this. You know, there's nothing more motivating than to preserve your life. And you understand at that moment how motivated, how confident, how focused, how composed, and how resilient you can be in order to preserve your life. You know, when excuse me, the allergy, my allergies are just killing me. When this power takes over in a mentally tough individual, it engulfs them. It just engulfs the entire body and stays with them until they emerge triumphant. Been there, done it. I felt it. I have felt it several or many times. Jump out of a helicopter with people shooting at you, and you'll understand how mentally tough you are. If you jump out and you stand there and that's it, you're done. You're not mentally tough. You got to be able to jump out of that helicopter and run until you're safe. If you can do that, and you're motivated, you're confident that you can do it, you're staying focused, you're staying composed, and you're resilient. Now, when you get to the other side and you're safe, you can break down and start crying. But while you're doing that task, you got to let your mental toughness take over. You got to be in tune. See, the problem is, this doesn't work in many people because they're lacking one or more of the 5 mentally tough or mental toughness traits. And they don't recognize it. And they continue not to recognize it. And they do nothing about it when they do recognize it. evident in my emails and discussions I've had with people about this, a lot of people don't even believe in it, let alone understand what it is. Think about the last time you gave in or gave up on a goal, or you gave in or gave up on something. What was the reason you quit? What was it? Why did you quit? Too hard? Not enough money? Didn't think you had the skills? Didn't like the people that were involved? Think about it. See, when I ask this question, many people tell me it was the money, it was the lack of skills, not enough time, or they couldn't get forward traction on achieving their goals. Now, this might offend you, and it has offended people in the past. And my response is always, I understand. And I also understand what you have just told me, what you have just said, is all an excuse. That's what it is. I mean, I couldn't do it. It was too hard. That's an excuse. That's all that is. When you say you lack money, you're saying you lack motivation to generate the money and the confidence to be able to generate that money. When you say you don't have the time or you're not moving fast enough towards achieving your goals, what you're saying is you lack the resilience to see it through. Can you see how all this works? If you're motivated and have confidence in your abilities, you can learn any skill. You can learn any skill needed to achieve a desired goal. Do you know that in a time of war, in combat, I've been told that we all in boot camp, you go through first aid classes and what have you. But in a time of combat, they have medics out there, but everybody becomes a person that can save a person's life because of the things that they've learned from first aid. So they're very motivated to save their friends. But the point about this is they, at that point, had the skill to save somebody. It's the same goes for you. You can learn any skill needed to achieve a desired goal. Any. Last week at baseball practice for the annual congressional baseball game, a gunman, I hope you know the story, but a gunman shot several of those participating in practice, including the congressman, the congressional House Whip. Every account of what happened credits two special security agents assigned to protect the House Whip with saving the lives of all those there. The agents could have easily ran to cover with the rest of the people and waited until the local police, or I guess they call them DC police, showed up to take over. But they didn't. They confronted the shooter, and a gun battle ensued until the other police got there. If it was not for their mental toughness, or the mental toughness of these two agents, it is very, very, very possible that many more lives could have been lost. Everyone could have been dead. See, the agents' training, which promotes their abilities to protect individuals that they are assigned to protect, are based in the sound fundamentals of mental toughness. I know that sounds crazy, but it is. They must be motivated to protect those they are assigned to protect. They must be confident in their skills to protect, and they do that by training on the rifle range or the pistol range. They must be able to focus on what is important when trouble starts. And they understood that day what was important was to protect those people at all cost, because that's what their job was. They must remain composed in a manner that ensures they remain calm, cool, and collected in the heat of battle. And they must remain resilient when it most matters, or it could be the difference between life and death. If they didn't remain resilient, it could have been over very quickly. Training really is the key to your mental toughness. You don't wake up in the morning and declare that, oh, today I am mentally tough. That you now have all of the necessary traits. I put my feet on the floor. I now have all of the necessary traits to be mentally tough. No, it doesn't work like that. It just doesn't work like that. You must continually work on developing those 5 traits of motivation, confidence, focus, composure, and resilience. It takes time. Action, continuous work on your part. Now, with all that said, one of the easiest things you can do to get started is to simply decide. Decide that you're going to change this up. Once you decide, you have to take some action by doing something. Even the smallest of steps towards a goal is a step closer to achieving your goal. The longer you wait to take that first step, the longer it'll take to achieve that goal or desire that you want. Once you decide to take that first step, trust me, and when I say this is the absolute truth. Once you decide to take that step, you will find that every step after that will become easier and easier and easier to make. As you take each step towards achieving your goal, you will become more motivated, you will become more confident, you will become more focused, more composed, and more resilient. Just by the fact of continuing to take steps towards your goal. The most important thing to remember from all of this is whether you want to become faster, you want to start exercising, you want to become a doctor, or you want to get a promotion at work, or change careers, or start your own business, you must, and I can't reiterate this enough, you must take the first step that begins your journey towards your definition of success. The best way to achieve the success you want is to simply get started. If you're unwilling to change, you will not see change around you in your world or in what you want. You got to take the first step. This show is all about asking the questions and presenting the ideas that will help you improve your life. It will help you take that first step. It will help you change your way of thinking and understand what mental toughness is, and that you need to be motivated, confident, focused, composed, resilient. Now is the time to act. Now is the time to take on that hard work. The more you wait, the longer it gets, the harder it becomes. Now is the time for you to start taking the steps needed to achieve your goal. Don't ever underestimate the importance of just taking that first step. I'm telling you, that first step will help you build your mental toughness, and it will get you to the desired success that you're looking for. I know you have the potential to achieve great things in your life. We all do. And I truly believe in the greatness you have inside of you and your ability to achieve great things in your life. So why not just start today? Take that first step. Thank you for joining me here this morning.